Dave, first, just with Tony Gonsolin, what did you see from him today?
It's hard. Can't recall every outing he's had this year, but this had to be one of the top ones he had. He managed a tougher inning, the flare, play we didn't make, and limited damage. I just thought he was in complete control of his entire mix tonight, and I think that's the first time I've seen it. Him to give us 6 innings and be efficient at it was really impressive. And I think this is something that, for his kind of maturation as a big league ball player, this is a defining moment. This was a big one. We needed it, and he came through big.
With Max Muncy ahead of the game, you guys are working on buttons. He did it, and the game got the results. I mean, just what is it like, working with players about things, and then they work out just as you kind of plan them?
It was great, and credit goes to Max, putting in the work before the game and trying to be that complete baseball player and taking what the defense gives you. And I really believe that sparked that inning, and CT got a fastball out over, and we put up a crooked number right there, and the guys are happy about it. And just to kind of see his work kind of play out like that so quickly, credit to him. And I know he has that club in his bag, and I didn't expect it tonight, but it was really good to see. And just a lot of good things offensively. I thought we had good collective at-bats, and Mad Bum's having a great year, and we kind of just weathered those first 4 innings and broke through, and really good to see.
How much have you seen the sort of building with Tony? Like, we're starting to get a little bit more efficient with each outing in that way.
It's been good. I think we've done a nice job as far as building them up methodically and loosening the reins a little bit. But I just really do believe that in his 3.5 years, I think it is here with us, that he's really starting to figure out who he is as a big league ball player. So Austin did a fantastic job with this man as well.
92 pitches actually matched a career high for him today. Is it the command of the full repertoire more than anything that has limited him from going farther?
Yeah, well, tonight it was. That allowed for that. I think he's been close to that point threshold, but it's been more of a grind because he just hasn't had the feel of those pitches in one particular start. Tonight, I thought he let off the gas on the fastball to Walker and kind of just threw it in there and didn't have the conviction and got hit in the mouth. And then after that, every fastball I saw him throw was with conviction, and the highest velocity gain that he's had all year. And so there was efficiency, there was really having command of his entire pitch mix tonight.
He kind of goes on unnoticed, but how big is he going to be, especially during this stretch of 31 and 30 days, 3 years?
For Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah, the value that he has, which he hasn't had, in his time here with us, is the ability to post every 5th or 6th day. And that's something that major league starters take pride in. And, he's kind of hanging on every word Clayton says, and good for him. That's something that Clayton has done, throughout his entire career. So whatever he's doing, we need him to post, and he's doing a great job.
You mentioned the talk from Clayton, he did as well. Did that start this year? Like, what kind of led to?
I think that over time they start to build a relationship and a trust, and not just teammates. And Tony's very receptive to a lot of different things, but taking pieces from everyone. But I think having Clayton as a mentor has been the kind of finishing touches. And I don't care to know what they're talking about that between players, but certainly I know that there's something in there of content that's helping them get through starts.
Chris had stepped in a little bit with strikeouts. What was it like? What did you see out of him tonight? To sort of double over the opponent.
Who was that?
Chris.
Yeah, I think he's been working through mechanics. He's been working on hitting off the fastball. I thought the bat path was really good. He's taking really good at bats. I think he's kind of on to some of those last, call it 3 or 4 games. I thought he's really seeing the ball really well.
Kimbrell's velocity also ticked up. I know he gave up the homer with Alan Kirby, but it's the stuff.
It was, you know, you saw a 99 in there. I thought, once I'm sure he saw the gun, and I thought he maybe he's tried to reach back a little bit too much on the other ones where he started to yank it and not stay in his delivery. But certainly when he's, you know, kind of online, it's a special fastball.
How close was that to the Caleb Ferguson, do you remember?
Once he got through that first hitter, that's the Caleb that we expect to see. You know, a breaking ball that he can strike, a fastball that he, you know, when he punched Perdomo, I mean, that's as good as a fastball as you can see.
Dave, you had about three balls go to the warning track, you know, in those first 3 innings. And obviously even Chris was just talking about how his, you know, barely snuck over the wall, and in other years, you know, that's one that goes even deeper. You know, do you think guys are getting a little bit frustrated just with, you know, how obviously we've talked about this in the past, but just the balls this year, and, you know, when you see something in that, like, 5th inning where, you know, you and Freddie are able to kind of push through that and hit line drives, you know, what do you think that says about them just having?
Well, I think our guys they're all mentally tough. You know, the Diamondbacks, any team that plays here in this ballpark or any ballpark is playing by the same rules and the same balls. So I think guys get frustrated at times, but like I said earlier, the line drives play. I do think that CT's ball didn't just sneak out, and Freddie hit it well, but not well enough to get it out. I thought Mookie did the same thing. So I think things are going to start to even out as far as the flag and the carry of the baseball. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.